Alrighty, so guys and girls, Coach Xander back here again. And with my group here at Hills Grammar School, we're going to do our afternoon clinic session. We've got our challenge today called Raiders. Now, how Raiders works is pretty much the first thing we got to do is divide these guys into 4 different teams. When we put them in 4 different teams, we're then going to have 2 teams taking the field, 2 teams on the sideline watching, cheering, pumping everybody else up. The game starts off with everyone grabbing a bazooka stick. I might get Ryan, do you want to go grab one of the yellow ones over there for me? This bazooka stick, there's a few different rules we always like to go through at the start with how to use these sticks. These rules are super important for group sizes of all the way from year 6s all the way down to the kindy group. You've got to make sure they know how it works and what's going on with it. So, bring it over here, Ryan. Legend. So this is our bazooka ball stick. As you see on the bottom end here, nice and soft. Not too hard at all. The top side though, this is a bit of metal there. So we've got to make sure we have the bottom end of the stick always on the ground and not swinging too high. In this game, I always apply the rule, if the foam bit goes above knee height, that is an automatic sin bin. That person must go to the sideline for 30 seconds and their team plays with a man down. That's a non-negotiable for me just because of safety. We don't want the bazooka stick end up hitting anywhere up around the hips or even higher up, which is going to do some serious damage. So we don't want that to happen. Rule is like that. Other than that, with the sticks, really easy to use. 2 hands on it at all times, keeping it nice and low to the ground. You want to use it to sort of maneuver the ball around like a hockey stick. The aim of the game in this one is you want to try and retrieve as many balls out of the middle of my field as possible. So the game starts off with both teams on their goal lines. We've got a soccer goal down one end of the field, a soccer goal down the other end. The team who has the most balls in their goal at the end of the game will be the winners. So you're not aiming to score in the other team's goal. If you score in their goal, you're giving them points. I always make the rule, everyone starts on the goal line. When I blow my whistle, they run into the middle, 2 hands on the stick, they can retrieve one of the balls out of there. When they retrieve a ball, they're going to take it back to their goals, put it in the back of the net. They run back to the middle again, they're going to try and retrieve another ball. In this game though, there's a few different options you can have, a few different tactics you can apply. So let's say you're on one of the teams, say the blue team, and there's only a couple balls left in the game. You're allowed to actually raid the ball off one of the other people. So you can't take it out of their net, but let's say the yellow team was dribbling one back to their goals, you're actually allowed to get around the other side of them and try and steal that ball off them. If you steal that ball off them, you can then dribble it back towards your goal and put it in your net.
Ooh.
Other rules in this game, any ball that goes out over the sideline, whoever it touches last, they must retrieve the ball, picking it up with their hands, run it back to me, put it in my hand, and to re-enter the game, they've got to run around their defensive goals. So if I'm on the yellow team, if the ball goes out all the way down in the far corner, it's a long way they've got to run. Grab the ball, bring it back to me where I'll be standing in the middle. They then must run all the way back around those goals there to rejoin the game and get on the field. Other than that, their team has to play with a man down for however long it takes them to get that ball back. I'll be watching that rule across the field, checking it all out. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Are there any questions? Yes.
If you have a ball,
yeah.
can you hit it?
Definitely don't want to do that. You want to avoid people.
Wait, no,
you want to
is
send
it
it back to your own goal.
Do you have to go one at a time?
No, everyone's on the field at the same time, not just one at a time. Yep.
So if just say you have a ball, and then you're dribbling it back, and then someone's about to take it off. Are you allowed to pass it to another player?
You can definitely use your teammates in this game. Addison.
Do you have to dribble the whole way back, or can you just hit it and it goes into the goal?
You can hit it into your net, but remember, if you miss, you've got to retrieve that ball and bring it back to me. And that's going to cost time, so I play it safe and go as close as you can to get it into that net. That's just my tactic that I'd use. Yep, last one, Matt.
Do you know where the balls are now?
Yep.
Can we just run and hit them into the net and then keep hitting?
Yeah, you can if you want to, man. But remember, as soon as one of those balls rolls out, you cannot touch another ball. You've got to run and grab that one and bring it back into the field. So it's up to you. That's the strategy I'd go for. Get it nice and close, as I said. Other people might use different ones. Okay, last one.
Is there points for different balls?
There is in this game. So one little bonus thing that I did forget to mention. You'll see there's a couple big balls in there, the giant tennis balls. Those, instead of being worth 1 point like those little orange ones, are worth 3 points if you get one of those in your goal. So most teams usually tend to go for those ones first. I wouldn't send everyone to go and get that ball though, because then remember you've got 10 other balls laying out there on the field. waiting to be put in the back of a net.
Okay, so one little bonus rule I forgot to mention a little bit earlier. If one team has 5 players, the other team only has 4. The team with 4 players starts with 1 extra point on their score. So they would have a 1-0 lead before the game starts just to even it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last 3 is 9.
7.
1, 2, 3. Cool, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 exactly. So 9, 7. Game over there. We're gonna go to our grand final now. So, blue, you guys stay with your colour down there. We're also gonna have yellow. You guys down that end. The team that was just on the sideline is now yellow. Last game.